The fuel queues appear to be getting better or shorter in
they?
some states. I said in some states. I haven't
In
even
some states. Okay, sorry.
in some states. But the major concern for most Nigerians is the price of the product, which majority of the independent marketers have refused to sell at the federal government regulated price. Well, they say depot owners seem to have jettisoned the pricing template of the PPPRA and therefore make it difficult for them to get the product at the right price. So why should they sell at the right price? So
I wonder.
questions, do two wrongs make a right? So who will get it right for? Well, don't worry. We have the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria represented in the studio and the Major Marketers Association of Nigeria also represented here. Let them tell us why we are where we are. So
2 months on, there's still long queues all over the country.
They said, the Minister of State said May. Right?
Okay. May starts tomorrow.
May starts tomorrow, and the queues are getting shorter in some states.
Okay.
So we have in the studio Obafemi Olaore, Executive Secretary, Major Oil Marketers Association of Nigeria. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you and good morning.
Uche Ezala is the Chairman, Distribution Monitoring and the Marine and Borders of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, my brother.
Gentlemen, let me begin with you. Tell us what you think of the situation right now.
Well, the situation of petroleum in the country is it's not something to write home about, because as you can see, the minister is doing his best, the DPR, everybody are doing their best, talking about fuel subsidy to subsidize the products, but the poor masses, when you look at it, they're not feeling it. That subsidy, it looks as if it's in the hem of the affair that they're subsidizing it. You can only look in Lagos, Abuja, or Port Harcourt, major city areas. You see people enjoying 86 naira, 86.50 from independent market.
That's not the situation now in Lagos.
Yeah. Now, so the situation now is government. This product that they say is available and they subsidize it, where is it? If we have it, no problem. Is it in the hands of the depot owners? Why is it that product that PPRA put on template that's supposed to go on 76 naira, people buy it above 100 or something and still sell it above 100? So where is the middle interloper? Is it from the major market oil that brings it into the country, or is there a pipeline conduit between the independent marketers that has filling station to dispense it to the public, or what? That's the problem.
Okay. He has asked a question. Is it that the major marketers bringing the fuel in are selling it more than they should?
I thought he was going to speak for himself. All right. Yes. The situation is like this. Who imports? NMPC, major marketers, depot owners. Independents do almost nothing.
When it comes to importation?
Yeah, when it comes to importation.
Okay.
Except through their
Fuel station.
NIPCO affiliates. All right. Now, the last time I was around, I said, for this current situation, it started with the allocation formula adopted in Q1, where NMPC took 78% of the importation and gave 22% to majors and depot owners. That was the beginning. Now, the reason then was that they have access to Forex, we don't have. So if they have, then they should be able to bring in more. Our counter was, where do you get your Forex from? Why don't you sell the Forex to us? Because we have not only the facilities,
we have more access to the importation chain than them. But they brought in, they didn't listen. They brought in what they could bring in, and that's where we are for the current situation.
Is that still the case?
There is a reversal in Q2. In the first quarter, that was the case. But in Q2, they reversed it.
Okay.
They still have, I think they have about 40%. We have 30, and then the depot owners have about 40, something like that. So there is a reversal, and that's why we are seeing some form of improvement. The challenge really is access to foreign exchange. The CBN does not give any special attention to fuel importation when it comes to FX. So we're all going to source for it. Now, the PPRA template is based on 197 naira to $1, but nobody gets that. So if you go and source for your own FX at whatever rate, higher than 197, then it becomes, two things happen. It's either you bring it in and you are allowed to sell to make a profit, not 86.50, or you are unable to bring it in. The minister arranged with some international oil companies, those the exploration companies, who have sister companies in the downstream, to support them. So you have the likes of ExxonMobil supporting Mobil in the downstream, Total upstream, So these companies are able to bring in product. And that is why when the minister talks of May, he's talking of May because we are now able to bring in product. So from next week, we'll start seeing even a bigger relief than what we are observing now.
Okay. The question I want to ask is, why are we buying the product above the regulated pump price? Maybe you should tell us that why. Because you are the ones that have more fuel stations. Now, let me ask you have more fuel stations, the independent marketers, spread across the country, more than the major marketers. So why is it that at your fuel stations we are buying at 120, 150, 250?
You see, the government has policy about this fuel distribution. Fuel is from mother depot, loading depot, to receiving depot. From receiving depot, you take it to the filling station. It's like 1 + 1 + 1, 3. And from mother depot, you take it to receiving depot. Government pays
Premium.
PEF, equalization of petroleum products, Aquila, all this just to assist. But you find out that the most product that takes off from mother depot never gets to receiving depot, not to talk of getting to the filling stations. And when you are talking of across the border, petroleum all over our border, these are the products that you see that doesn't get to the actual place.